Hello and welcome back to another episode here on Judith Plains. Well, we have a busy morning indeed. We've already got a harvesting contract for soybeans underway, a cultivating contract and a sowing contract as well. The harvesting contract, we've got 40,400 litres of soybeans which we're going to put into here, which is the farmer's market. And before we started the contract we loaded up with 24,973 litres of barley, which is going to our beer factory just there. And then on the way back down, we need to go in past our Bison Ridge farm to pick up all of the dried corn and take it down to the ethanol plant. But we don't have long left until we have to turn off that corn dryer. We're just away to check it. We'll just start emptying this back hopper. Well, that's 20%, so I'm assuming 40% for this back hopper. So it's not going to take long at all to complete this contract. We did start quite early this morning, so everything's kind of halfway there, or nearly halfway there, apart from the sowing contract. Yep, 41%, that's perfect. Right, let's have a quick look here. So we've got 6,500 litres of corn left, which isn't going to take long. And then we have almost a full trailer of dry corn to take down to the ethanol plant, which should be, it'll be enough for now. I think we're going to need to dry more corn. What have we got left of corn? 60,000 litres. So yeah, that should do us for a bit yet. The animals are still fine. I'm going to top them up later on today because it is quite busy just now. Cows are still doing fine, and the chickens, they are still good as well. Right, let's go and drop this barley off to our beer plant just here. Go down, grab the dried corn. We're going to stop the production just now, I think, for the corn dryer, because we're not going to have time to go and load up and take stuff to it. Take it back and forth to it just now while we've got harvesting and all this other contracts on just now, because you do need to run back and forth to the harvester. It's just going to make it a bit difficult. So it is quite quick, the production itself, so I'm not too worried about topping it up now and keeping on top of it, because we've got plenty of it in the ethanol plant, so it's enough to keep it going for a good while anyway. What have we got left in this production? Still 107,000 litres of water, so that's more than plenty. And the barley we've taken in as well. Another 4,000 litres in there. So yeah, about 85,000 litres or so. Oh yeah, that's more than enough. Right, contracts. So we have the cultivating on field 73, harvesting soybeans on field 1, and sowing alfalfa on field 12 as well. There is still a few more. There's another cultivating contract there. There's no other harvesting ones came through as yet, although I believe there is a soybeans. Yeah, there's another soybeans contract there. That's up at the top of the map though. There's this one here, maybe the one I was looking at. There's still no corn. Yeah, still no corn contracts. A couple mowing contracts, 2 decent ploughing contracts, we may get them as well. They're not going to take long to complete at all. And a couple spraying. We may do spraying later on, although we do need to repair our stayer tractor because it is very in need of a repair. It was quite slow doing that last bit of rolling on our own field, because we managed to get field 15 rolled and sorted up just before we stopped up. Well, it was this morning actually. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning I think we finished up rolling that field. Let's check the sale quickly, see what's in there. We do have a Massey 9S. It goes up to 425 horsepower. Now I think we need a bigger one. There's a manure spreader. Although we don't have any manure yet because we sold... I think we did straw bales, but we sold it all. Another seeder, but it's only 6 meters, so it's not really worth it. And a spinach harvester, but we're not looking to do spinach. At least not yet anyway. It's too slow for this map. The fields are far too big for that. Right, let's go back, get another load of soybeans, finish up that field, take it all up to the farmer's market, get that contract completed. We'll maybe move to the next soybean contract as well. So let's get going for today, because it is looking like a very busy one indeed.
That's us finally finished up with today, and there is a new thing in the sale, so let's check that out first. What have we got? What is this? Oh, it's a windrower. Ah, 7-meter windrower. That may come in handy, but not for $78,000. That's still quite expensive. There's another. There's 2 Massey 9S's in the sale as well, and a baler, and a muck spreader as well. I think based on what we're going to do, I don't think we're going to get anything from the sale just yet. We did do quite a few contracts. We did a harvesting soybeans on field 1. That was $37,333. We've got 11,621 litres left over, and $859 of it sold. We do need to organise out here as well, because there is we need to shuffle stuff about, because we need to get in about over there for our front loader. We need to repair this tractor, we need to repair the quad track. The Phoenix truck needs repaired, I'm pretty sure, as well, and so does the little small white tractor, which is over there just now. It's back from one of the weeding contracts we did. We also did the cultivating on field 73, $41,027. Drilling field 12 with a big bud, $24,148. Cultivating field 23, $10,650. Cultivating field 38, $23,688. Finally, fertilizing field 75, $41,892. Right, now we're caught up with what we did. We've got a couple more we need to complete. So we did the white tractor was with the weeder on field 4, $15,106. And finally, harvesting field 120, that was soybeans, $28,352, plus we got $854 for what we sold, and left with 11,225 litres of soybeans. So now we do have a bit of soybeans, but we do need to repair this tractor first. That's the weight on it, so we're going to repair that, $35. That's only $179, we'll just repair that while we're here. And the stayer tractor, which we need to go and feed the pigs, because we need to do that just now, $18,971. So I'm going to repair the tractors we need to do first, only because we were planning to purchase a field. We're going to do things slightly differently. If we just jump in here, we're going to be putting corn in fields 20, 10, 3 and 2 and 17, but now we're going to be putting alfalfa in field 17. Corn's still going to go in these 4 in the corner, 2, 3, 10 and 20. But we're wanting to buy field 28 because it is withered. So it's no use to us now. There is a contract for some reason on field 28. If we go down here, I did see it. Yeah, spraying, herbicide. I don't think that's going to make a difference to the crop. I was tempted to do it, but I thought, nah, there's no point. But field 28 is very expensive. It's $660,000, so it is a little bit more than this one at $612,000. However, we've got $500,000 in the bank. This is the 2nd day in the month, yeah. So tomorrow there is going to be a couple payments coming off. I think this is the month where it's only going to be about $15,000, because we only got the 2 headers on finance. But everything we get from now is going to be through hire purchasing, so we can see it all right now, and obviously the button there for settle early as well. But the reason for buying that field is we can put corn in there, and that is a massive increase to what we have in field 17. It's only 6.9 hectares. This is 11.1 or 11.01. So a massive increase for our corn this year, which is good. But we can also use, is it this one? We can also use all of the beer that we get between now and sort of April to pay off the extra bit of the loan we need to get to buy the field. So we're going to wait till tomorrow to buy it, because we need to repair tractors today, feed the pigs. I was going to try and plant alfalfa, but I don't think we've got time for it. We might still manage. But between now and sort of April time, we've got all the beer we've got. We have ethanol if it hits a good price, which it maybe won't. All the potato chips as well, and all of the sunflowers. The sunflowers alone is probably going to cover it come March time. Not even April, $160,000-ish for sunflowers then. So that's going to more than cover the loan. But I want to jump into tomorrow just to make sure there's not any payments on something we've missed or we've forgotten about, because that's probably what's going to happen, to be honest. So yeah, we need to do some shifting about here. We need to go and feed the pigs. I'm going to put about 1,000 litres of wheat in. 600 litres of canola, 600 of sorghum and 300 of potatoes, but we'll just check. That should be enough to bring everything up to where it needs to be. We could probably put in more, but we can worry about that tomorrow. It's only because the root crops are quite far down and so is the grain. It's only 738 litres left. These guys are fine as well for silage, and I think we're going to be okay for, in fact we could check here. I can't remember when I last checked it actually, our alfalfa field. Yeah, still growing. The animals, so the almost 1500 litres of slurry. So we need to think about a slurry tanker between now and next year because we're going to need to use the slurry. More so for the pigs because we're over halfway there now. We're almost 3/4 of the way full for their slurry pit. I'm guessing about 20,000 litres would finish it off. I'm not 100% sure. First time doing pigs, so we don't know. These guys turn 2 months old tomorrow. Still 29,000 litres of grain, so plenty for them to eat. I don't think there's anything else really that we can do. Potatoes are still good there. Ethanol plant's still running perfectly fine. Probably need to dry some more corn maybe next month, maybe the month after. Probably maybe December actually. Barley, I think we've run out of barley now. Yes, so that's us down to the last of our barley. That's why we planted more in the fields. But yes, we need to get the pigs fed. Jump into tomorrow. We are going to see what we need. We need to turn some lights on. We also need to repair the quad track because there may well be some ploughing and cultivating contracts, so we'll get that onto doing that tomorrow. I don't know if I can actually just get the front loader where it's sitting just now. It's going to be a little awkward. Yeah, it is. Oh, the joys. But hopefully in this episode we can get through to tomorrow and purchase another field. Why is this not? Oh yeah. Well, it would make sense if we took the front weight off first, wouldn't it? That's probably why it wasn't working. Oh, it's been a long day. There we go, right. And then we can drop the forks, we don't need them. Grab the bucket so that we can load up stuff for feed for the pigs. And we need to grab that weight as well, because we're not going to get far without the weight. In fact, while we're here, we can just quickly see how much the quad track is going to cost us. The combine needs repaired as well. I think it's quite high, yeah, 75%. But we don't need to do that until next year, really, or planting season, I think. Let's just check while this is hooked up to the machine. 11%, no, that's fine. We can leave that as it is. So the quad track does need repaired. We'll leave that there. Let's see how much this quad track's going to sting us. I imagine it's going to be quite a large bill. It also needs some fuel as well. I think we kind of pushed our luck with that last contract. So let's see how much this is going to cost. That's been a bit too far forward. Right, leave it there. Now, let's see. I imagine maybe, let's say 22,000. Oh, jeez. Really? $39,418. Well, I mean, if we leave it any longer and do some more contracts, it's only going to increase the value even more. We're going to have to do it. Yep, so $39,418 for the case. Oh, that was, that's very painful. So it looks like we're going to need to borrow a bit more. Let's park this over here because we do need to get the, we've done the stayer tractor, we've done the quad track, so that's left is the Phoenix truck and our small Agco tractor. I don't think it's going to be much more than $30,000 for the two of them together. So that's, at least that's not too bad. Still, that was a big kick for us there. Right, let's get the pigs fed and sorted out. And we're going to jump through into tomorrow. We're not going to time lapse this bit because we've done enough time lapsing today. So we're going to put 300 litres into these guys. Let's see if we can time this about right. So, put 381. I don't think that's going to fill it up completely. Right, we're going to get the pigs fed and we will jump into tomorrow, see how much our financing costs us, and have a look to see if we can get a little loan from the bank. And we're not going to put vehicles towards the collateral for it if we can't pay it off. What we're going to do is we are going to use some of our grain. So all of our ethanol we're going to put towards it so they can do what they want with it. I think that's going to be the best way. That's going to give us a bit more options for the loan amount, because we do need 660,000. We need another $200,000 essentially. But we still got contracts between now and kind of March time when we can sell the sunflowers. Hopefully the sunflowers clears it all, but we'll just have to wait and see. Right, we're going to get this done jump and do tomorrow. We'll see you then and see how much financing we've got left. Well, let's just had a sleep now until about 8:46 in the morning. The sun's out, it looks like a nice day. Let's check the weather. So it's looking like not a bad day. A bit of rain tomorrow, so we do have time and we're still within the window just for alfalfa, so we're going to get that into our fields today. These are still looking good. Could maybe put a few more potatoes in there, still plenty of oil. Yep, dry corn is perfectly fine, they're all good. Let's have a look at contracts here. One good harvesting contract, green beans. Nah, I think we'll give that a miss. That's going to take far too long. Oh, there is a sunflower contract. 93,000 litres. Oh, we have sunflowers. Oh, 65,000. Oh, that would have been good. That would have been us set up ready for the field purchase. So we are going to need to get a 406, $260,000. Yeah, not ideal. But we did have 2 large payments in the clips before this when we woke up at about 6:30. So there is about $39,000, which was the large payments, but we've checked over all the equipment since then, and the only 2 things left is this corn header and the grain header over there. That's the only 2 things left. Everything else is paid off, so I think that's the last 2 large payments. So we've only got about $15,000-ish per month now. We'll just check this one. Yeah, 6,500, 11 months left. I think that one's slightly less, maybe 9 months or something. I think we got the grain header first, then we got this not long after for our corn the first year round. So that seems about right. So we don't have any large payments to go. Let's just check our animals quickly. Oh, 18 piglets. That's fantastic. So they are going to be going through a bit more food now, so we need to keep that on top of that. We'll probably give them a bit more than what they have now to bring our total capacity up. They are not going to reproduce for another, well, yeah, it's 18 months. Yeah, 18 months, so we've still got a bit to go yet. A good bit, they're only 2 months old, but still plenty of silage in there. These guys now 2 months old, and I think that's about 1,000 litres they've used now in 2 months for 100 chickens. So yeah, still a bit off with the eggs. What is egg prices actually? I don't think we've looked at that. Best price would be now $4,200 per 1,000 litres. That's pretty good. So let's go and speak to the bank, see if we can get that loan, get that field purchased, and we'll see you in about half an hour or so. Well, that's the money in the bank now. We got approved for $280,000, all towards the ethanol we do currently have in stock. So if we can't pay it off, we said hopefully by the start of the year, kind of April time, we should be able to pay it all off. If not, when the ethanol's at its best price, it's all going to be paid. So they were in agreement with that, that's fine. And if it's not paid when we sell the ethanol, when we come to having, before we sell the ethanol, they take all the ethanol and we lose. What would be the best price for now? So it's only what we've got now, 45,000 litres. They're not taking the 606, so 45,000 litres we would lose. So a good $570,000 would be gone if we don't pay 280,000 by May, really. So we do have May to pay it off, which is good, but let's go and get it purchased. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh, it's been ploughed. Oh, that's fantastic. It saves us a job, but it'll need limed though. Nope, no lime. And it's fully fertilised. Let's get it now. So, field 28, 11 hectares, $660,792. We're going to purchase that. That's fantastic. So it's been ploughed overnight. That's brilliant. Right, that's good. So now, for today, we don't need to do any work in field 28, so that's good. All we need to do is get alfalfa drilled into field 17. We do need to fertilise all of our barley fields. We'll have to fertilise. In fact, we could put fertiliser in before we start. Then we get 1 coat of fertiliser on there. We do need to do Fertilizing field 43, the alfalfa field as well. Let's have a check on contract, see where we're at. There's a cultivating one, we'll probably get that one. Sowing contract, a stone picking. That's going to take ages, but that is worthwhile. Let's borrow that items. We'll set a worker off on that one. That's a good chunk of that loan that could be paid off today, really. Another harvesting contract's popped up, another green beans, yeah. Sunflowers, I don't think we're going to get enough sunflowers off of there to complete this contract. But if another one pops up, we may well do it, because we do get about 11... just look back at my notes here. No, the soybean fields, you get 11,000 litres left over, and on big fields. So that, and soybeans yield less as well than sunflowers. So we may well be able to make up 93,000 litres if there's a couple good sunflower contracts come through. Let's see, we're maybe just thinking too far in advance here. Let's zoom out. So we do have a couple, but they're quite small. Field 104 and 76, which are both ready to harvest, so they may crop up later on in here. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Cultivating, we're going to take that one on as well, because we repaired the quad track, so that's almost $100,000. We just need to find something else. Probably not right now. There's a ploughing one, the sowing contract, alfalfa. Let's accept that contract. We can do that after our field. Yes, so there you go. There's 100,000. So that's a good bit of the loan paid off already. Right, let's get going for today. Get this done, and hopefully we can end the episode after we've done, kind of finished up November. We have purchased the field though, so we need to fire this up, get it ready. We need to see what it needs for seeds. There's no fertilizer, so we're going to put some seeds in. And we should have some just in the corner of that shed. We do. Right, we're going to get seeds filled up in here, set this away with a worker on that contract, get these stone pickings sorted out with a worker as well, and then we're going to take the quad track round, get that field cultivated as well. So let's do a little bit of a time lapse, and we'll see you in the afternoon. Well, that's us just finishing up for the day. We've got quite a few contracts to list off. We're just going to get in here off of the road. This is the last of the corn from that field 39. And we also did the stone picking contract on field 55. That was $72,405 plus a $600 lease cost. We sowed alfalfa on field 38. That was $20,598. We'll just tip this first load of corn in here, see what percentage we get of complete. We also cultivated field 62, that was $16,035. That's 75% transported. Oh, yeah. Because this isn't the first load, that was a bit confusing there. I think we've taken over a full load already. I'm pretty sure it was 1 or 2 full loads, I can't remember now. But we've already taken over. So this may not take much to complete the contract. 84%. We'll tip that back hopper first. Almost there at 98%. Oh, it's taking a minute to get that last 2%, isn't it? There we go. Oh wow. So $402 of extra income, plus we're left with 21,313 litres of corn. That's fantastic. We also did a ploughing contract in field 24. That was $31,734. The sunflowers in field 45, it was $16,137 minus the $1,000 lease cost. We sold $1,000 worth of sunflowers as we stopped the contract, just like this one just now. And we're left with 5,792 litres of leftover as well. So that cultivating contract, there was another one as well, $62,512. I'm just looking at my notes now, I'm pretty sure that is them all. Yes, and then finally this corn harvest as well, $45,545. So not a bad day all in all. There was a couple more. I did want to complete these 2 contracts, but we've ran out of time really for today. There's quite a lot of harvesting contracts as well. There's a good ploughing contract, another sowing one, a spraying one. That's 93,000 litres, and I don't think we've got nearly enough. No, we got close, 71,000, so well, that only 5,000 litres extra from that one contract. I think there was another contract. That's a soybeans contract, that's a new one. There was that one there, but the field wasn't big enough. And there's that one, what was that last one? Green beans. That one as well, which is field 104. I was tempted to do it, but I don't think we're going to make that 90,000 litres that we need to complete the transporting contract. So we're just going to leave it there. But we do have $173,000 worth come March, so that's going to clear a good chunk of that $280,000 loan. Plus, I think we're going to sell a little bit of canola and potentially the soybeans as well as another 84,000. In fact, to be honest, with the sunflowers and soybeans alone, that's going to completely clear it all. But the potato chips and beer is going to be first. Beer's best price is October, we're not worried about that. And March for potato chips. So we're not going to sell any potato chips until March. Sell it all in one big go, along with the sunflowers. That should take up a good chunk of paying that debt off. At least that's what I hope. And our barley is planted. It is barley we planted. Yes, I thought it was wheat there for a second. I got a bit of a panic going. So our barley is ready next year to keep the beer factory going. This is good for another, I would say 2, maybe 3 months. But we'll keep an eye on the dried corn because it's going to go down really quick. The potatoes, they're fine as well. We can deal with them tomorrow. And they are doing good. I think they'll last. We'll keep a note of what how much root crops is left and see how much they eat until tomorrow, because we do have that 18 new piglets as well. They're still fine as well for silage. And these guys, they're fine. That's 100 litres today. No, that can't be right. It's got to be more than that. I'm not sure. Right. I think we'll leave the episode there. We've done not bad. And we also spent $7,680 on 4 bags of fertiliser as well. That was to complete that fertilising. No, there wasn't a fertilising contract. That was for our own fields. I thought it was a fertilising contract, but no. That was for our own fields that we got done. So they're all done. The little alfalfa field up beside the Bison Ridge farm is done as well. And when we planted the alfalfa, we also rolled it in field 17. We rolled that and then we went over it with the fertiliser as well. So that's all done and we're all caught up to date. I think the only thing left to do now is put this corn back into our grain bins. In fact, I think I'm going to put this straight in the corn dryer and we can go to sleep up in the farmhouse. This is going to take a minute to get out of here. This is very awkward indeed. It's not made for super bees. I'm probably going to catch that building as well, am I? Yes, I'm stuck. Oh no. Right, let's check the sale quickly. Hey, there's a forage wagon, forklift, another front loader. I don't really need one though because we've got the front loader. We've got it. We put one on the stayer tractor. So yeah, I don't think we need that. Right, I'm going to work away to try somehow and get out of here. I think it's going to prove itself to be very difficult. I think I've taken the wrong swing when I came off of the loading area. Right, I'm going to work away and try and get this done. But we'll leave the episode there. Oh, that's it. Easy. Right, we'll leave the episode there. We'll see you in the next one where hopefully we can get through November, December, and hopefully into January, maybe even into February as well. Right, we're going to drop this off at the Bison Ridge farm into the dryer. We're going to fire the dryer up just so we've got more on hand. And hopefully we can take that in the next episode, what we've got, down to the ethanol plant to keep it stocked up as well. Right, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.